Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field over the
I don't know where my headset thing is, so I have to use my controller.
As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the
Yeah, I can hear you.
State Sun Devils, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies.
I had to go in my settings and change it for controller. I don't know where my little USB piece is for my headset.
And the Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it.
I'll pause it after the kickoff. It's out the end zone anyway.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone.
Well, I haven't played. I only took them because they had some former Florida players on the team too. Yep, I was just looking through. Trying to find that piece. I literally seen it not too long. Oh, did I lay it? There it is. I bet my headset's dead though. I remember I found it and put it up underneath my PlayStation. I don't think I've used my
Oh, are you there? Can you hear me?
It out to the 25.
Can you hear me? Okay, so my headset works.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking to throw, it's Levin. That's caught.
There.
It's McClain. There he goes to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
Oh, we ain't letting that happen.
Touchdown, Arizona State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The dream start for this offense. You get the ball on the 25 and you go 75 yards, play one. Everybody excited, everybody confident, everybody jacked up. That's the way you start a football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect
Yeah, we are,
this lead.
actually.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. shotgun. They go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
Oh, my God.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
He played for Miami last year, didn't he?
The Aggies are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success.
My guy right over the middle.
Catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. Inside the 30. Across the 25. He's got room.
I'll take it.
Drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Aggies. Great job out of the back on the option.
Took me a little longer.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves.
Get the crowd liven back up.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Travis Scott.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional. Put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Piles through the defense. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to throw, it's Levin. Pressure coming. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that was an incompletion,
Why'd you pick Arizona State?
I'd be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Wants to fire on second down. Snares it outside. It's Moss.
I like this game so much better than last year's game, though, already.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little
I can't believe nobody wanted Tennessee.
A little ballet moment. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
What you do here?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they got him. A sack denies to try to convert.
Right through the hole.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to...
Wide open space. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Yeah, and how about the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense on balance?
The RPO, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Oh, 7-mile-an-hour winds toot me too.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They'll kick it away.
Well, when he kicked it through the end zone with 7-mile-an-hour wind.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe.
He's probably got a monster leg.
Tried his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
These games matter. It's not just like head-to-head, so I got to actually play smart.
25-yard line. To the air, it's Lemon. Buying some time. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he's knocked down.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking to throw for it. Card in the backfield. It's Udo. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver.
Going deep.
Look at that.
And
Dude,
incomplete
that's
on the
two.
deep ball.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback.
I don't know.
He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted.
What is this?
Took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play.
Yeah.
Still get a pass
right in my hands, I know.
Man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Dropping back, it's Levin. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked.
You got the win with you, though.
They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Oh. Wow. What a doink.
To somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in Traver. Pulled down at the 18,
That ain't getting
and the
nowhere.
decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
All right, I'll pause it. See if it'll let me do anything now.
Fast and in a hurry.
Yep.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter.
I think he reached. I don't know.
So first down here as they go back to work. Now on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those.
He's got it inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20.
What the hell? Yep. I have one pause left. I guess if it... Yeah, like delay a game or whatever.
Spot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Let's go.
Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Now improvising. Trying to escape. It's a running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31.
Well, 6 on them runs.
The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to the ground with the running back. It's a seam wide open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. No Cam Scatterboot this season, guys. He was the definition.
I don't know if you know this, but there's no Cam Scatterboot this season.
He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Jesus. Hopefully it'll work after the 2-minute warning.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Yeah.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
That quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Not this situation.
Down, clock ticking. Looking for a man. It's Levin.
Get over there. Get him. Get him.
He's
Oh, my God, he missed.
After 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead.
I was running a cover 3.
Go into the half,
I don't know
get
why
all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Okay, yeah, that's what happened.
Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution,
They're playing FCS.
Perfection.
Yeah, but it was FCS Northwest.
The Stallions. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
Boy, and that might be the break
feeling
this
generous.
defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Well, crowd, let's get loud.
To the air, it's Levin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but
I think I would have rather
making the hit and
caught
forcing
that.
the incompletion.
That clock rolling.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4 down.
They wouldn't let me. I was trying to call timeout.
Timeout called here by the
And I didn't want there was only 20 seconds left, so I didn't want the thing to run out.
And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This crowd
No, it would have been
trying to
delayed
do
game.
its
It would
part to
have
get
been 4th and
inside
13.
the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room.
I just declined the
and they'll
penalty
need
and
to
let
finish
my
off
clock
these
run
final
out.
few seconds and not allow them to answer. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Shoots it to the left. Pass is in.
One bad play, now he can't pass.
Dwindle down to 7 seconds. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now.
Yeah.
So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Jesus, this is bad. Connection is? Me too. If you use the option like to accept and like 10-second run up, whatever, you can do that. It ain't gonna matter. I was just gonna run the ball. I'm not throwing another interception. Can't win the Heisman.
Penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Under fire.
Oh, can't get no yards either.
Receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half.
Well, it's much better than it looks.
Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half.
What's Tyler's last name?
He's brought down
okay, that's what you usually call it. Well, you were calling him Bales, I think, last year.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's
I guess that's a decent run for Knoxville.
They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Craver.
Grab that.
And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Lay down with it.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
It is. Chandler or Bales or Tyler?
You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time.
Legal man downfield.
Drag route, getting the first down.
Pass is broken up, incomplete.
Play action.
Let's check out this penalty marker. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Second down coming up.
We got man coverage.
Looking for room. It's Moss. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Don't want to keep running it down the middle.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Wasn't ready for that one.
Pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
This Texas A&M
that ain't how it worked
offense
at all.
is wasting no
QB
time. To the air, it's Reed. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers left.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. We get 2 pauses each per half.
They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell when he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Punt is on its way. And they'll blow this one dead at the 20-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage.
Wow.
Team. And you can tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
I don't know how that happened.
After that last incompletion,
you weren't pressured or anything.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's open on the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection.
Almost had that too.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man,
and I think it automatically done it.
They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Are you false? Are you, okay.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's got him this time. They
3 guys catches it right on.
Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down.
What?
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw.
Should let that play develop.
Instead, he got
Jesse Palmer's
checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Pulled and fired complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well,
this quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's loose. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Out of bounds. Right.
That's what I needed right there.
Line, edge of the red zone, and they had their eyes on the score. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Oh.
To stop the threat. Got room on the return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. And the ball comes out.
Are you kidding me?
They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another.
Get loud, crowd.
I'm literally looking at my offensive line and like, dude,
Who
I
is?
need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Can't make the connection.
Oh,
Down
oh.
thanks to that tough, hard-nosed
All those
defense, and now it's fourth
crazy
down.
catches.
And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line.
See if we can do this
Looking
again.
for a crease. It's Moss. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping
Lewis
the other
is-
team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
some wear and tear on them, too.
Owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
No.
Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Like a return the punt or whatever.
To throw, it's Levitt. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And they get him on the ground, and that'll
All right, here we are.
probably do it for the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Come on, TJ.
Third down play from the gun. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on
Leave him
third
naked,
downs.
wherever he
He's
wants
got
to be.
enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
Neither one of us has scored in the second half.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ball.
Oh, give me the ball.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man. This crowd really affected the football game.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. It'll be a run on third and short. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line.
Was not ready for that.
Mark it at the 9, where it'll be first
Again?
and goal.
This offense.
We didn't have any in that.
Try and grind their way
Third.
to a win now.
We had
They're
one
gonna
in the
start
third.
Force-feeding this
Yeah.
guy the football too. He's made a few
We're
plays
already
earlier in this
back to
game,
back.
but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He's brought down at the 7-yard
That's
line,
all out.
and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Levin.
Wide open.
Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Arizona State. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to
Well, we
bring
know what we gotta
pressure.
do.
I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Fresno State has the lead right
he's hurt.
now, but this
Like, he's not hurt,
Stadium
but
crowd is restless.
he's got some
They
wear and
just
tear on it.
haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Georgia.
him and my
We've
run.
got our eye on this one, and
So I got a good backup running back, but I don't know. Oh, your opponent is experiencing network issues. I hope you don't lag out.
The drive starts from their own 20.
No! No!